Hello my fellow reefers, welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be a little bit all over the place, but it's definitely a breakdown of things that I have going on in my tank and things that I have to maintain it. What you can see now is the Polyp Extension is out. This is the time that I usually take to feed the corals. I wait till the early morning where I turn off the return pump and I keep the flow pump going. And sorry for the dirty glass. I know I could have done a better job while making this video to clean it, but this is the real deal. You get the good and the ugly of this video. But yes, I turn off the return pump and I keep the power heads going. As I keep them going, this is the time that I feed. Sometimes I use fuel to feed them, but other times I put reef roids in there in the tank as the flow pumps are going, as the power heads are going. But before that, I use Polyp Lab, right? Polyp Booster. I dose that in there first, then I use the reef roids. Alright guys, this is the time that the chiller go offline. I really wait until like November. That way I know they're not getting any warm weathers. But the process of taking it out, I usually flush it out with some vinegar and some water, get everything that's in there out of there before I store it away. But I use 2 buckets to do this process, with one power head being in one, and just to get it cleaned out. And as you can see, I have wires all over the place and it's just really bad. So I gotta do a little bit of wire management. Yes, I got to get that together because, you have the kids walking around, running around, jumping all over the place. I definitely have to straighten it out and make it look neater. That way we won't have any issues. But it's a few things that I got to do before the season kicks in, before the holidays kicks in. And I got to make sure I get it together. But as soon as I finish unplugging the chiller, I'm about to store it away until the next season. Now it's time for bubble scrubbing. I like to do this maybe 2 to 3 times a month. A lot of micro bubbles into the tank. It's good because it breaks down a lot of the bad organics inside the water. It breaks them down, working as a big skimmer, I should say. It breaks them down, goes into the overflow box and goes into the filter socks. And the other reason I like to do this, because it increases the oxygen level inside the tank. The pH level go up as well. Because I'm in a 2-family home, everything is closed up. So I have the aqua lifter. I got a line going from the window to pull out good oxygen. Got the oxygen coming in and pump it right into the return pump, right into the sump. That way you get a lot of oxygen inside of the tank and also a lot of breakdown, because the apartment is so cooped up, trying to get heat, generate heat inside the apartment. The tank needs this. This is something that the tank definitely needs. But it's something that a lot of people don't speak about, but it's something that's definitely needed, is bubble scrubbing. The corals is definitely much happier. The tank look much cleaner. And it's something that I would advise everybody to do. Look at all these micro bubbles. My goodness, just coming in. And I have the aqua lifter, and that's the only reason I used it. I used to use it as a part of my ATO, but I took it out and figured this is the best use for it. I let this run for about a good maybe 16 hours to 18 hours of that. I let it go into the next day. Then I take it off, and then I look around to see if there's any trouble bubbles anywhere inside the tank. Alright, this is bubble scrubbing going into the next day with the lights off. As you can see, I still have it going on a bit. And I apologize again, you guys can see the dirty glass. But the AP700s, oh my god, I never cleaned them since I got them. And that's the honest truth. Never cleaned them before. But this is my attempt to clean them now. I seen a video that Reef Girl pulled up of her cleaning her AP700s, so I'm about to use the same method. I inboxed her on Instagram, and she told me the method of how to clean it, but minus the toothbrush I did not have. Now what you guys are looking at is some Miracle Mud I have in this bag right here, and I'm about to place it in the sump. So now it's time to execute cleaning it up. As you can see, I have some gloves, I have some baby wipes for my daughter. Hopefully my wife don't notice, but it's time to clean these bad boys. Now I gotta take the top screen part off and clean out the fan really good. But at first I'm gonna clean it out and take all this salt buildup from water hitting the lights and the lens and everything. I gotta make sure that it's clean. As you can see, my son is on the table eating, watching me go to work. Alright guys, I have it open. And I'm sorry about that. What I really meant to say is it was an airbrush that Reef Girl used to clean it out. And that's what I'm used to clean it out. And also with a Q-tips. Using Q-tips and a little bit of cleaning product, get this bad boy clean. But I'm using also something to blow it out to take all that dust out. Alright guys, so far I cleaned one of the lights. I could have done a better job, especially within the fan area. But I cleaned one of them, but I cleaned in there pretty good, but I could have done a better job. Just to show a comparison with the second one that I did not clean yet, but to show you guys how bad it really looks. It just looked real horrible. But next time I'm gonna make sure that I get a paintbrush to do a better job. But now, guys, this is a little bit of the wire management. Yes, just tucking things behind things and just make it a little bit neater. Now, the reason why with the chill I stuck plastic in there is so that way my kids don't stick any crayons or anything inside of there that's gonna go into that chamber and stuff. But the wires look a little bit much cleaner compared. Look, I even use zip ties. So it's looking a little bit much cleaner compared to the way that it was. I've been seeing a lot of videos with a lot of fancy, wire management that looks good. But next time I'm gonna get it. Next time I'll make sure I get it right. I'll make sure I get it right. I'll make sure I have it really looking much cleaner and where the wires are completely hidden away. Now guys, what y'all looking at is my acrylic water reserve container, my reservoir. This is designed by my older brother. He had to cut the top off. That way I could get the pump and the wires in there. I could have made it a little bit more smaller. And I'm also going to measure out the amount of water that I use. So I got to keep refilling it because, just doing it by hand was getting a little bit too crazy. Keep adding water by hand. But it's definitely looking good. This is the pump that I use. The Cobalt Mini MJ Mini 606 is a good pump. I could adjust it. I adjusted to a lower flow, and I connected it to the JBJ Auto Top Off. This is a great, device I had hidden somewhere. It was inside a box, so I wanted to put it to some good use. For as an ATO, I didn't want to purchase one that's $200 or that's $300, so I had to make it work with what I have. Now I put the container right next to the sump, and I ran the hose going into the closer to the chamber where the filter sock's at. So I have the pump plug in as well, and I have it leveled out so the moment that it can refill every time that the water evaporates inside of the sump. But guys, I really appreciate y'all taking the time out to check out my video. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Till next time, God bless you guys. I'm out. Peace.